Today, I am playing through the entire career of ENDRICK, the reincarnation of Pele himself. This kid is touted to be one of the next big things in football, and every single photo of him immediately looks iconic. It's actually a joke. Every photo has way too much aura. ENDRICK is going to be joining Real Madrid next season, and that is exactly what we have done here. We have advanced all the way forward to the 2024-2025 season, and ENDRICK is now part of the Real Madrid squad. He is 75 rated with high potential, upwards of the 90s. And today we're going to find out how his club career is going to go. We're going to find out if he can help Brazil to that 6th World Cup title. Hell, maybe even 7 or maybe even 8. We normally on this channel resim the careers of older players through all the past previous FIFAs, like we've done already with Messi, Neymar, and Hazard. But today let's find out how ENDRICK's career is going to go in real life according to FC24. Ladies and gentlemen, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, and let's begin. Now, as I'm sure you may have noticed, ENDRICK does indeed have a 75 overall, which means he will have a tricky start to his Real Madrid career because the man he is fighting for that striker position with is Kylian Mbappe himself. Yes, arguably the world's best striker has joined Real Madrid this season, as he is expected to do in real life as well. So with a 91 rated goddamn Mbappe up top, it's going to be very hard for this 75 rated ENDRICK to get significant game time. I mean, hell, he can also play at right wing, but even bloody Rodrigo is well clear of him at the moment. So look, this season, all we have to do is just put him on a development plan, try to make him a star striker, really get the overall going. I may have made myself the manager of Real Madrid, but it doesn't mean I'm going to pull any favors for ENDRICK. He's got to earn that spot in the starting 11. So let's go ahead and simulate season 1 of ENDRICK's career. Well, toward the end of ENDRICK's first La Liga season, it's going down to the wire between, of course, Real Madrid and Barcelona. With Madrid having 2 points on Barcelona with a game to go and a goal difference that big, all they need is a draw. And with Kylian Mbappe injured for the game, wow, out with a broken toe, ENDRICK's probably going to start. And yes, he will. Will this all-Brazilian front three lead Real Madrid to another La Liga title? In what would be ENDRICK's first La Liga season, he might win the title. Will ENDRICK win his first La Liga title? We are off and underway on the final day of the season. Oh no, that's a really bad ball. Oh my God. I saw La Liga flash before my eyes. ENDRICK. Oh, he gets a little move to get it to Vinny. Out wide again. Could it get back for ENDRICK? Saved by the keeper. Imagine an ENDRICK winner to seal the league. Would have been beautiful. Come on, just blow the whistle. Get it over and done with, referee. How much time do you want? And finally, it is over. And so too with it, La Liga. It's a goalless draw in the end, but who cares? It seals the deal. Los Blancos win La Liga once again, but it is a first in the career of ENDRICK. Ladies and gentlemen, the first trophy of ENDRICK's La Liga career, of his Real Madrid career. Not a bad way to get started at all. Hopefully that is a sign of things to come. Real Madrid, La Liga champions. ENDRICK also wins a Super Copa. Will he win a Copa del Rey in his first season? No, he doesn't. And as for the Champions League, Real Madrid do not make the final. Wow, Spurs winning it. Okay. The top goal scorer this season, no surprise, was Kylian Mbappe, but ENDRICK with 44 appearances. Bloody hell. Must have been coming off of the bench quite a fair bit. He managed for himself 8 goals and an assist in his very first season. He's also bumped himself up to a 79 overall, which is not bad progress. If he can do that a few more seasons, then we're talking. So a couple of trophies, couple of goals, gone up a bit in his overall. Not a bad start for ENDRICK. Let's see how he does in season 2 with a World Cup coming at the end of this season. And before we continue on, people, I want to let you know this video was brought to you by Odoo. Odoo is an all-in-one management software that allows you to simplify management of your business. Whether that's invoicing, accounting, project management, website creation, and more. Odoo helps to guide you through the creation of your first invoice, walking you through the application setup, the invoice design, the configuration of bank data. You can track outstanding payments with statuses and due dates. Basically, Odoo's invoicing application is a super powerful tool to help you efficiently manage your invoicing process, offer great flexibility and advanced automation. So if Odoo sounds right for you, then you'd be happy to know that the first Odoo application is free for life. Just head to odoo.com to find out more for yourself. The link is in the description. So thank you again to Odoo, and let's get back to the video. Well, this season, Real Madrid don't win the league. Bloody Barcelona got 100 points. We got 98, and it wasn't enough for the title. That is insane. We don't win the Super Copa, and thankfully, only just on penalties do we win the Copa del Rey. As for the Champions League, we did not make the final this season either, still chasing that 15. Mbappe went off this season with 46 and 13. Unbelievable numbers, but as for ENDRICK, he gets 12 and 3 from 40 appearances. Up now to 83 overall. That is good. Again, almost starting 11 quality for Real Madrid. But in his career so far, he's made 84 appearances for Real Madrid, 20 goals, 4 assists. Now, that's not amazing, but considering he's most likely coming off the bench every game, it's maybe not that bad. You can't be expected to score a goal a game if you're only playing on average like 20-30 minutes. But so ends the second season for ENDRICK at Real Madrid. Now we head off with the national team to the 26 World Cup. So here is ENDRICK, ladies and gentlemen, sporting now the Brazilian kit. And here he is in the Brazil starting 11 at the FIFA World Cup. I know what you're probably wondering, how did we get Brazil in FC24 when they aren't even in the game? Look, listen, we just have our ways on the Masterbucks channel. We have been drawn into a group made of Serbia, Norway, and Morocco. For some reason, ENDRICK has a suspension, so we won't play the first game, but let's see if Brazil can make the World Cup final. We start off with a 3-2 win against Norway. The next game against Morocco is a 3-1 win as well, and the final game of the group was a 1-0 win as well, with Bruno Guimaraes scoring right at the end. We finished comfortably on top of Group H, and we're going to face Senegal in the round of 16. And yes, we do get the win against Senegal with Paqueta scoring the only goal. In the quarterfinals, we're going to be facing Italy, and the run has come to an end. In the quarterfinals, Italy have dumped out Brazil. Berardi scored in the 11th minute, and there was nothing that Brazil could do. So we are out then. There will be no 6th Brazilian World Cup here in 2026. And ENDRICK did have himself a pretty quiet World Cup. He did not score his first goal at a World Cup yet. Well, hopefully we'll do better in the next one. Let's head back to Real Madrid. But anyway, back now we are with Real Madrid. How are things this season for ENDRICK in Season 3 for Real Madrid? Well, this season was mad. You thought 100 points from Barcelona was good. 109 in La Liga, and that's a second La Liga title. Goddamn, nearly an invincible season. Nearly a perfect season. Super Copa, we got it. Not quite in the Copa del Rey, sadly, which is a damn shame, because had we done it, we'd have been on for a treble. We have made the Champions League final, and we'll take on Dortmund. And look at the carnage in the starting 11. Mbappe is suspended. Vinicius is injured. Even bloody Tchouaméni's not going to be able to play. He's injured as well. Bloody Mbappe getting suspended. We are going into this match a little bit lighter than I would have liked, but hopefully it will still get the job done. Will this be a first Champions League title for ENDRICK? With a lot of big players missing, he is gonna need to step up, and it's his responsibility to get the game off and underway. Let's do this. ENDRICK, he can maybe slip in. Valverde for the opening goal! Federico Valverde scores the opener, and it's ENDRICK who assists. All too easy. What a start to the final. Coco, Nemcha on the follow-up. Rudiger with a double block. Camavinga's accelerating forward. We have got ENDRICK. ENDRICK's got a chance. ENDRICK's got a goal! ENDRICK bags in the Champions League final. Hell yeah, what a moment. He has maybe surely sealed this Champions League title. The young man absolutely pile drives it in the net, and we have a 2-0 lead. Stepping up in the absence of Mbappe in a big way. Oh, Adiemi's blasted past me, but they will not have enough time to do anything. Rudiger makes the challenge and ends the game. Real Madrid have a 15th Champions League title. It was won by Valverde and ENDRICK. That will do it. No Mbappe, no Vinicius Jr., no problem. ENDRICK clears. He gets 2 goal contributions in the final. He's putting together quite a decent club career in the early stages, ENDRICK. He now is a European champion like Real Madrid have been so many times now. Once again, they're 15th. Oh my God. What is Mbappe on? It's 57 and 16. Holy crap. These are insane numbers. God, and ENDRICK is having to compete with this. The poor kid, man. Unbelievable. He gets 35 appearances, 7 goals and 2 assists, and goes up to an 85. Again, 85 is great, but this Mbappe, man, he's not losing a position to nobody. 119 appearances, 27 goals, and 6 assists only. Again, doesn't make for great reading if you just ignore the context. However, one thing I have noticed is apparently Rodrigo is joining Atletico Madrid in the next season. Aha! Well, this ought to explain it. I've gone and had a look. Yes, it's happening for 82 million euros. And guess what? That so happens to be exactly his release clause. God knows why it's that low. Atletico have got themselves a bargain. It does mean, however, that next season, I might start playing ENDRICK at right wing to get him actually starting games. And so, here we are then, people. This is what the new season's Real Madrid team will look like with ENDRICK at right wing, Mbappe striker, Vinicius left wing. I'm going to put ENDRICK on a development plan to become a right winger. I mean, God knows if he'll ever become one. Apparently, it's going to take 300 weeks to make him one. But yeah, either way, I suppose it is already one of his 3 positions, so maybe it's not all that bad. We now begin the 4th season of ENDRICK's career at Real Madrid. Well, we can count it up again. It's another La Liga title, another 100-point season on top of that too, another Super Copa, and again, so close to winning every bloody Spanish title, but no, Barcelona beat us in the Copa del Rey. The Champions League final, sadly, no, we did not make that. That was won by PSG on penalties. Kylian Mbappe is just in God mode right now with his goal contribution, 75, but look who's right underneath him. It's ENDRICK with 18 goals, 3 assists. You know, probably would want to pass the ball a bit more if you're a winger, but that's okay. 41, 18, and 3 this season. That means for the first time, he has gone above 20 plus goal contributions in a season. That is progress. He's also up to 87. He is winning heaps of silverware, but one wonders if maybe a transfer away is maybe better for him in his career. I don't know if it's too early for that. He's currently in a Neymar situation where, you know, he's in the shadow of someone absolutely on fire. For him, it was Messi. Neymar ends up leaving and his career doesn't quite work out the way he would have liked after that move. Should we learn from that here with ENDRICK and Mbappe? I think that's maybe the smart thing to do, to stick it out at Real Madrid, because look, the offers we're getting for huge money, but to Valencia, is that the right step for this man's career? I'm going to say no. We're sticking with Real Madrid. There are some new faces. Gonzalo Inacio has joined. Hakimi has returned to Real Madrid as well. Others like Thiago Almada have joined, and Takefusa Kubo's come back too. 85 rated. Could he maybe challenge ENDRICK's position as well? Only time will tell as we begin season 5. Well, we finally get that invincible season that we nearly got a couple of seasons ago. Real Madrid, we're dominating La Liga. That is 4 league titles already for ENDRICK, and that's his 9th trophy in total. We can't make it a 10th with the Super Copa losing on pens, but we can make it a 10th with the Copa del Rey. Champions League, however, we are not going to go back to back. And stat-wise, what a season for ENDRICK. This is huge. He's only gone up 1 overall, but look at the numbers, 42 and 7. That's what I'm talking about. But where's Mbappe, who's absolutely been on fire? He's only played 12 games. He must have gotten a big injury. Of course, an ACL. That'll explain it. And after such an unbelievable statistical season, like ENDRICK's up to 200 appearances, 87 goals, and 16 assists. God, what a season. We stuck to our guns. We stayed in the shadows. And finally this season, we have emerged. Season 6 of ENDRICK's career is going to be very fascinating. 37 and 1. One team beat us. We won 36. We nearly had a perfect season. No Super Copa. We didn't even make the final. We do win another Copa del Rey. And we have missed a couple of Champions League finals. We've only made 1 Champions League final in 6 or so 7 years with Real Madrid. It's not that great. Despite our pretty clear La Liga dominance, we haven't been able to get it done in the Champions League. But I tell you what, there has been a changing of the guard. ENDRICK has become the man at Real Madrid. 50 goals, 50 appearances, 11 assists to go along with it. He's had a career best season, and Kylian Mbappe, who's also made 50-something appearances, still got 25 and 7. That's not bad, but I think it's becoming clear who the guy is now in this club. 261 appearances, 137 goals, 27 assists. He really needs to pass the ball a bit more. And 12 trophies while being 1 overall away from a 90 overall. Hell yeah, thank God we stuck it out with Real Madrid. It has paid off massively. Well, that's the end of the club season anyway. Let's head over now to the 2030 FIFA World Cup. Well, now here we are in the 2030 FIFA World Cup. We return once again with ENDRICK. Now 89 overall, he can definitely have more of an impact. A lot of his teammates and former teammates make up this Brazilian squad. Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, back of course. Militao is the captain with a 90 overall. And the group they have this time around is the Ivory Coast, Colombia, and Ghana. Will we maybe see ENDRICK bag his first World Cup goal? He does score his first goal, in fact his first 2 goals with a 5-1 win against Colombia. The whole front 3 banging. What a performance. Another game, another win against Ghana, 3-0. Again, ENDRICK not hitting the back of the net this time. And the last game of the group against the Ivory Coast, a 2-1 win. Rodrigo and Vinicius Jr. both scoring. Very strong performance once again in the group. Who do we have in the round of 16? We've been drawn up against Poland. Okay, not too bad of a team to start off with. He does bag a goal in this game, this 3-0 win against Poland, just the one. Our next game is against France though, so very tough match in the quarterfinals. Vinicius Jr. is up to 4, Garnacho's up to 5, by the way. But how do we get on against France? Really tough match. And we have been dumped out again in the quarterfinals. Kolo Muani scoring, and that is that. We are out once again. It's always the quarters. Lost to Croatia in the quarters in 2022, 2026 it was Italy, and now we've been taken out by France. Bloody painful. ENDRICK managed 3 goals in the World Cup this time around. But again, no World Cup finals. Not exactly what we'd expect from the next Pele, but hey, he's still, again, only 24. Let's go back to Real Madrid. So back to club football, of course, in 2030. We're a long way in now. Look at some of the ages of some of the Real Madrid players. Courtois is 38. Eder Militao is 32. Federico Valverde is 32. Mbappe is 31. And despite being this far in, look at ENDRICK, bro. 24 still, and one of the younger players left in Real Madrid. He's also now by far the most valuable player in the team too. He is the man for Real Madrid. What does he cook up in season 7? Well, people, that is a 4th La Liga title now in a row for Real Madrid. It is a pretty convincing win in the Supercopa. Is it a Copa del Rey? Finally, we win every single Spanish title. This is just straight up domination, and we're on for a treble as well. Finally, for the first time in a couple of years, Real Madrid's back in the UCL final. And we're taking on RB Leipzig. Valverde's injured, Camavinga is out, so some slight changes, but this starting 11, this team is ridiculous. From the crazy starting 11 with a, by the way, now 90 rated ENDRICK, to just the crazy substitutes, the bench as well. I mean, God, man. ENDRICK so far in his career has 15 titles. One of those is a Champions League. Can we make it 16 with 2 Champions Leagues? It is the Champions League final at Wembley Stadium, and we're off and underway. What does the superstar that is ENDRICK have up his sleeve tonight? Get it back here for Bellingham, trying to control it, having a pop. What a goal that'd have been. Mbappe still in this team. Vinicius Jr. Don't forget about the other 2 in this ridiculous front 3. Mbappe, who used to be the man, feeds through Vinicius Jr., the other Brazilian, and what a finish. Love that start, boys. Get in there. Not everything has to go through ENDRICK, you know. Not bad. Come on. 10 goals in 11 games too. Gosh. That is a lovely goal to pick up right on half time. Got a play on here. Got a ball up over the top. Look at ENDRICK on the run here. Can he settle and shoot? Yes, he can! ENDRICK goal! There you have it. Another goal in another Champions League final for ENDRICK. Lovely ball up over the top from Captain Jude Bellingham. Headed down, sets himself up, and it's a simple volley. He's on for a second UCL title. Caught him napping. Mbappe! The whole front three scores! What happened here? Just a total mix-up, horrid touch. Mbappe takes it off of him, and well, I could have maybe squared it to ENDRICK for a second, but nah, we'll take it. The whole front three on the score sheet. It's a thing of beauty. Only a little bit of time left to go. I don't know if he'll be onside or not, but ENDRICK, have a go. Oh, he was off. He got taken out. Is it a penalty? It's a penalty. Oh, beautiful. ENDRICK wins a pen right on the edge of the box. I don't think it's going to matter. He won the penalty. Let's let him take the penalty. Will he score? Yes, he will. It is 2 goals in the Champions League final for ENDRICK, and it is a 16th Real Madrid Champions League title. Wow. We are dealing with a new set of Galacticos, people. This is Real Madrid Prime, or it's threatening to be. What a ridiculous haul of trophies, and what a career ENDRICK is having at this club. Jude Bellingham returns with Real Madrid to England to lift up the Champions League trophy for the 16th time in this club's history. Unbelievable. And what makes it even sweeter is that ENDRICK was most likely, almost definitely, the best player on the day. And how did he go stat-wise? He went pretty damn well. 41 goals and 16 assists. He's learning to pass. That's good to see as well. However, though, shout out to Mbappe. There is life in the old dog yet. He actually outscored ENDRICK, and with less games too. I think unless something absolutely crazy happens, there's no way ENDRICK would ever leave Real Madrid. This is just too good. In the season, he celebrates his 25th birthday. How does ENDRICK go? Yep. Oh my God. And we've done it. we've done what Al Hilal are threatening to do. Win every game of the season. That's a 5th La Liga in a row. It's a Super Copa. Is it a Copa del Rey? We've won every trophy in Spain for the last 2 years. We don't make the Champions League final, however, so it's only just Spanish domination this season, not European dominance. Kylian Mbappe, despite still struggling with injury, is back to his best somewhat, and ENDRICK, not sliding per se, he's still great, but obviously not scoring as many, with now Mbappe banging 35 and 13. He actually drops down in overall as well, which is a bit odd, but either way, he's lost his 90 overall status. But he has now got over 200 career goals and over 50 career assists. Knocking on the door of nearly 300 goal contributions at just the age of 25, that is not bad. We now enter the 9th season of ENDRICK's career. Wow, actually a pretty close race this time around, but it still wasn't enough. We win La Liga again. Goddamn Barcelona, 99 points, and it's still not enough. And 3rd place got 61. We are peak La Liga with these two strangle-holding the competition. For the first time in 3 years, a team not called Real Madrid wins a Spanish trophy. We lose the Super Copa and the Copa del Rey. Well, we got a good little grip on that one. Winning those two also means we're on for that treble as well. It's a 3rd Champions League final versus PSG. Team still looking pretty damn strong. ENDRICK is still stuck at that 89. Not quite able to crack back into that 90 rating. But a chance for another treble, ladies and gentlemen. Another Champions League title. We continue to win an ungodly amount of silverware. Will we continue our brilliant form in Champions League finals against PSG? Mbappe against his old side. Xavi having a go and getting blocked. Oh my God, look at this. I didn't even see it. Oh, Vinicius Jr. nearly took his head off. It's a penalty. What? Oh, no, maybe it's not a penalty. Yeah, I was going to say, what the hell? That looked like he gave a pen, though. We'd have to go back to the 50s for a Real Madrid player to kick someone's head off and get a penalty for it. Oh, not really in the way. Not really in the way. PSG have taken the lead. Well, I can say I'm not quite used to this, being down in the Champions League final. Well, okay then, Real Madrid. ENDRICK, how do you respond to this then? Mbappe against his old team. Oh, Donnarumma. Oh, Vinicius Jr., what a place to win it back. Think your way through it. Vinicius, oh, that's disgusting. You know exactly what you're doing, you dirty prick. That has to be a red maybe. Oh, yes, it is. All right, we'll take it. Bremer is gone. That might honestly be worth the red for PSG, though. Genuinely stop the goal. Oh, keep it in. God damn it, nothing's going our way. We barely have any time left. We've got to boot this ball forward. Hope to God we can get, all right, a header, a chance. ENDRICK. Ref won't give us the time. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We get denied an absolute certain goal by Bremer. He gets himself sent off. He makes himself a hero. PSG have got a Champions League title, but sadly, we have lost our first Champions League final. That sucks, man. It really does. But at least ENDRICK had himself a good season. Again, 44 and 12. He's sitting on 325 goal contributions in 414 appearances. That is phenomenal, especially with the trophy haul that he has. A damn shame. It is what it is. I wonder if ENDRICK's thinking of moving after losing a Champions League final. Surely not. Life is still too good for him here. He's surely not going anywhere. We've been able to keep this Real Madrid team really together, but they are getting on. As highly rated as they are, Vinny Jr., 32. Courtois, 41. Submitted a transfer request. On the way out, he's on his Buffon shit. Valverde's 34. Bellingham is now 30. That's how you know we're getting on. How will the team perform in ENDRICK's 10th season with a World Cup coming up? Oh my God, again. Right down to the wire. We get a couple of seasons like this, but we always seem to just prevail in the end. If you're keeping track at home, by the way, that's 8 La Liga titles in a row. We've turned it into the Bundesliga. We have bagged the Super Copa as well, and we've bagged the Copa de España. But hey, fair play Barcelona. You might win something. They're in the final. We are not. 36 goals and 9 assists, and back into the 90s as well for ENDRICK. Means he, after 10 seasons at Real Madrid, is sitting on 466 appearances, 293 goals, and 77 assists. However, with not just one, but 2 very highly rated players retiring this season, and of course Thibaut Courtois on the way out as well, the well of trophies that we've been winning lately, it might start to dry up. We return yet again for another World Cup in 2034. Do we have a Brazil side here that's capable of winning the World Cup? I'm a little concerned. The front three is still amazing, but the squad isn't quite what I would say what it once was, if you know what I mean. We have Belgium, Ireland, and Morocco in the group stage. Honestly, I don't really have high hopes for this campaign, but hey, we will see. We do get the 3-0 win against Ireland. We get a 3-1 win against Morocco. ENDRICK has not scored a goal yet. And the game against Belgium, we actually lost. The first group stage game we've lost so far with ENDRICK. 0 goals in the group stage for ENDRICK, but we come second and just move on to be drawn against Italy, a team which has knocked us out previously. I'm questionable about this Brazil team, but can we get past Italy this time? Yes, we can, with 2 goals from Rodrigo, 1 coming in extra time. Our next game is going to be against Portugal, and once again in the quarterfinals, we are gone. We are out, knocked away. Jesus. Martinelli scored. ENDRICK got a yellow card. He's had a goalless campaign again in his alleged prime. The next, supposed Pele is more like the next Cristiano Ronaldo going off of these World Cup performances. But no excuses for ENDRICK. That was a disappointing World Cup for him. But anyway, off to Real Madrid again. Yeah, wow. I mean, look at the team now with some big names having left and retired, like Courtois, like Valverde, like Militao. We still have a great squad, but it isn't as good. Mbappe is apparently injured. The depth is probably the worst it's ever looked, really. With a rapidly changing Real Madrid, can ENDRICK continue to see success? Oh my goodness, what has happened? For the first time in so many years, we failed to win the league, and oh my God, it's not even close. Barcelona with 100 points, we only get 71? That is unbelievable. We still win the Copa, Super Copa, and the Copa del Rey? No, just the Super Copa. A bloody horrible season to our high standards in Spain, but somehow in Europe, it's going still great. We've made another Champions League final. Here I am thinking this Real Madrid team really needs some work done to it, but we still make the Champions League final anyway. Despite all these players dropping off in overall in our horrible La Liga season, we've still made it here. It will be Haaland versus ENDRICK in the Champions League final. But just who will be the one to lift it up? We cannot lose a second straight Champions League final. ENDRICK, got a ball on here. Bellingham somehow going. Bellingham all the way! Belly goal! Bellingham in the Champions League final. Captain scores. The Englishman at Wembley somehow takes it away from the defender. Left foot strikes sublime. We are not throwing away 2 Champions League finals. Hell nah. Was he played through by ENDRICK as well? I think he was. That's an assist. Armada. ENDRICK. Could he? Oh, not again. Not again. It will be another back-to-back in next to no time. It's the same celebration. It's the same combination. ENDRICK with another simple through ball and another simple, well, that one was even more simple, of a finish for Jude Bellingham. What a goal, son. And what a start to the Champions League final. Come on. Taken off here. Up the middle. Oh, ref, if you'd let us have that, that could have been a hat-trick. Either way, domination of Man City in that first half, and it's Bellingham at the brace. Bellingham, God, charging forward. Advantage played. Brahim Diaz, look, he's in the middle. Brahim Diaz is slow as shit, man. Bloody look at the time left. God knows how this has happened. Cleared away guy Gavardio. The referee just won't end it. Finally, it's over. Man City were made to suffer those extra 7 minutes. They did not need that. We needed this. After losing our last UCL final, it's Bellingham with a brace and assisted for both of those goals by ENDRICK. Real Madrid are up now to 17 Champions League titles. ENDRICK is up to 3, and we just add on another one, even in a season where we probably wouldn't have thought we would. He's now racked up over 500 appearances, ENDRICK, a bunch of trophies, a bunch of goal contributions. Sad for our La Liga streak to end like that, but and be pretty convincing fashion, and yet somehow to win the Champions League in the same season. Weird, we'll take it though. We can see the Real Madrid team continues to change even more in this new era. We've got brand new fullbacks in, we've got a brand new centre mid. Verstrete, oh man, I don't think I'm ever gonna get that. A big season for ENDRICK this, he'll turn 30 years old. Well, those new signings seem to have worked out well. We're back to winning ways in La Liga. That means ENDRICK has 10 league titles now. No Super Copa, and the Copa del Rey, yes, we get one there. No back-to-back Champions League final either, so we will take those 2 trophies. And ENDRICK keeps going from strength to strength. Now the highest rating he's ever been at 92 with a 51-10 season. It also appears as though Kylian Mbappe at 37 years of age is retiring at the end of this season. So ENDRICK is now in his 30s, people, which means we are in the twilight of his career. He might go for another couple years, he might go for another decade, who knows? Moving into the next season, looks like Madrid have got their new right winger. Gabala Hassan is who his name is. So still a pretty damn highly rated Real Madrid side, despite being in a completely new era now. We enter now into the 13th season of ENDRICK's career. 13th season, definitely not unlucky though for ENDRICK. They win La Liga, the Super Copa, and possibly, yes, it's another Spanish treble. That is 31 trophies he's up to now, and it might be 32 with another Champions League final. They will be without their captain Bellingham suspended, so I think we can give the armband to someone new. Let's give it to ENDRICK. If we win this Champions League title, he'll get the honor of lifting up the trophy. Hell yeah, man. That doesn't look too bad on him, does it? Pretty iconic. Let's try to pull this off then, ladies and gentlemen. Here at Old Trafford, we're facing Man City, so let's try to do Manchester United a big favour as well. Not let their rivals win a Champions League in their own stadium. Oh, that is such a nice ball. Got a bit of space here. Oh my god, I thought it was going in. Richie, back stick. ENDRICK is there, won't get there. Header maybe, no, it's cleared. We are trying to chip away, but as of yet, no goal. Oh, what a clutch tackle on Haaland that is. Oh, hello. There's been a mix-up. ENDRICK is so clear, and you know what's going to happen. He's going to slot the opening opening goal after 67 minutes. The ball ran on through after a bit of a collision between himself and the defender, and with that much time and space, no way ENDRICK is not finishing that. Beaut. And we have our goal. One half of Old Trafford is jumping. You are welcome, Manchester United. Just got to hold this ball up. It's going to be Vinny. Cut it back stick. And it might creep in for a second. And ENDRICK will seal it in some style. I didn't think he'd get to that at all. One more iconic celebration in the book is Countryman finds a way. That will almost go down as an own goal. It might do. But hey, ENDRICK, try to claim it if you can, son. Real Madrid had never won a treble before ENDRICK. They've now got 2. And ENDRICK is going to get to lift up the trophy at Old Trafford. How about that? We beat Man City in another Champions League final. Bloody hell, I mean, drink it in, lads. The GOAT status, the GOAT debate, it continues to go on and on. He is well and truly in it. Oh, he's at his best season yet. Not just in terms of silverware. 61 and 13. And bloody hell, that Hassan fella at right wing, not a bad signing him either. What a guy, man. What a guy. On to next season. This season, you know, I'm going to go ahead and just let ENDRICK keep the armband as well. I think it is high time and he's earned it. He's already a Real Madrid legend. Let's just solidify him as a legend at this club. Let's build up ENDRICK's Real Madrid legacy even more in season 14. Another pretty confident La Liga win. Cadiz are doing better than Barcelona these days. Wow. Another Super Copa and another Spanish treble. Despite the Spanish dominance, there will be no European trophy and less numbers than usual, but also a lot less appearances. He might have been injured at some point this season, but 38 and 5. Vinicius gets 26 and 22. Not a bad way to go out because he's retiring this season. Damn, so too is Ugarte, so too is Thiago Almada as well. 31 years old now, ENDRICK. I wonder when his overall is going to start to dip in a season or two. Who knows, but for now, it is another World Cup. A brand new World Cup. ENDRICK, by the way, is now the captain. New looking team, but an all 80 rated team, which is promising, pretty much all full of regens, including Igor Pereira. And the group looks like this. We have Denmark, Ireland, and the Ivory Coast. Ireland making, back-to-back World Cups, all right. I feel more confident in our ability to maybe do better at this World Cup, and we start off well with a 4-2 win. Again, no goals for ENDRICK. A 2-0 win this time. Again, not seeing ENDRICK hit the net. And another win, 2-1. Once again, ENDRICK not scoring. Hopefully, he's at least getting a couple of assists, because otherwise, what's going on? I don't know. Either way, Morocco is who we face in the round of 16. Oh, and bloody hell, we had to do it the hard way with a penalty shootout finishing 7-6. ENDRICK stepped up and took his first and scored it, but neither of the 2 goals were scored by ENDRICK. I don't believe this. The highest rated player, the captain, is getting carried here. It's not great. Nigeria are in the quarterfinals. Maybe for the first time, we might be able to get through the quarterfinal stage. And God bless the heavens. At last we do. And guess who's finally showed up? ENDRICK in the quarterfinals, the stage that we've never really been able to get past with him. He bags a brace. All we have to do now to face Belgium in a World Cup final is get past Italy, finally, if we can do it. Yes, we can, with another brace from ENDRICK. He's not showing up in the group stage, but boy, is he showing up when it counts. He shoots his way through to 4 goals for the tournament, and he drags us to the final. Pereira looks to be back, but a bit tired. Andrade is still probably not going to play. Araujo could probably play. The future Pele in ENDRICK will lead his nation out for a World Cup final. They will be taking on Belgium in the final. One of these 2 nations about to become world champion. ENDRICK seemingly hit his form at the perfect time for this final. We're off and underway. Ball into the box. Not quite cleared away though. Blocked though by Silva. Chance on there, ENDRICK. Oh my God, what a brilliant move by ENDRICK! What a goal! What a sensational moment in the career of ENDRICK. He scores in a World Cup final. He's done his defenders dirty, beautiful step overs and just creates the space, blows by the Belgian defender and smacks it into the net, and that's 1-0. The captain delivers. He could be the next Pele. 5 goals at this World Cup. I think that's 8 World Cup goals now in total. And thanks to him, Brazil are 45 minutes away from a 6th. Not over yet, though. Still, we're pushing on. Got to get to this one, Araujo. He doesn't. He doesn't. That ball just about nearly tipped in. We've got about 5+ minutes left to go. Hacking away. That is tactical. Just don't get yourself sent off. I'm making substitutions. We're eating into the clock. We're moments away from it. ENDRICK, the World Cup winner. If we can just... It's another free kick. They play advantage. They may be going too long with it, and it's over. Brazil have done it. ENDRICK has done it. It is a 6th world title, and ENDRICK is a World Cup winning captain. About to hit his mid-30s. Finally, he does it, and boy, did he hit his stride at the perfect time. ENDRICK is a World Cup winning champion, a World Cup captain. Oh, we finally get to see it. Look, it's iconic. Every picture taken of this man is iconic. This is the most iconic. Pure and utter domination at club level. He finally does it at international level. Get in there. Come on. Looks like this season the fella they signed to replace Vinny Jr. is a player by the name of Pereira. Igor Pereira, another Brazilian left winger. Hopefully he'll do. And hopefully the trophies continue to flow for ENDRICK. Season 15 is another league title, of course it is, and the point gap now is like insane. Super Copa, tick, and what about, oh yeah, tick. Right now, for whatever reason, our Spanish dominance isn't translating in the Champions League. A 41-7 goal season with the appearances he made. He's injured. I wonder how bad that injury is. I mean, great return for such a small amount of game time. Oof, and now we know what it is, or what, well, at least he has now. An ACL injury. A man who probably injury-wise wasn't plagued too badly. Now, at 32, this is big. Bellingham's injured on top of that for 4 months as well. They might struggle. And by struggle as in, they might not win every trophy now. You also throw in that Inacio is retiring at the end of the season, and they're missing 3 near 90 rated players now. Are Real Madrid in a little bit of trouble going into next season? ENDRICK, what's his career going to be like now after this? Look at the starting 11 going into this season. ENDRICK out, Bellingham out, the left back is out. ENDRICK's already gone down 1 overall due to a lack of activity and age. God, this is not great. How will ENDRICK cope on the road to recovery, and how will Real Madrid cope without him? Well, it's as close as you can get. He was missing for the first half of the season, but just again, Real Madrid pull it out by the point. Super Copa, of course. Are we on for like a treble of trebles in Spain with the Copa del Rey? We're not, actually. We don't even make the final. It's Real Valladolid. You're down to a flat 90 overall, ENDRICK, and 25-7 from 29 appearances, slowing down as a result of that ACL. But ENDRICK has now won 14 league titles. That is the record. That is well beyond what Ryan Giggs did with Man United. The trophies never stop. Real Madrid's just dominance in Spain is undoubtable. But what of ENDRICK going forward now that he has to deal with this ACL? Go into this season with ENDRICK healthy. Hopefully he stays healthy. Well, yes, of course, another La Liga title. This one's nowhere near as close. In fact, where's Barcelona? They're nowhere to be seen, bro. They're gone. That's 6 La Liga titles in a row now, for those of you counting. 15 for ENDRICK in total. We won't add another Super Copa, though. Despite Barca being nowhere in the league table, they beat us there. And we do win the Copa del Rey. Our last Champions League final was like 4 seasons ago now, which is like, you know, it feels like ages for Real Madrid. And where is it? Oh my God, not again! That is another injury, and clearly another very long-term injury for ENDRICK. He only played 8 games. That's horrible. I've never seen like a player miss that many games in an injury in a season before. Broken tibia. Blah, this bloke's legs are falling apart. He's 88 overall, and honestly, mate, I'm just impressed you can still stand. We're going to have even more changing of the guards at Real Madrid, with Jude Bellingham, former captain, retiring at the end of this season as well, and Camavinga is gone too. With those two gone, I'm now pretty confident that means ENDRICK is now the oldest player remaining at Real Madrid. And yep, there's confirmation. ENDRICK is now the oldest player at Los Blancos. 35 years of age, now injury-ridden, and I don't know, having a bit of a tough finish to his career. Now without Camavinga and Jude Bellingham, the midfield looks totally different. Really, the whole team is now just full of regens. What is left for ENDRICK before he calls it quits? To the surprise of no one, La Liga has been made a mockery by Real Madrid, and yes, they win another league title. And if they go one more game unbeaten, it will be an invincible season. He doesn't look too happy getting off that bus, and maybe it's just me, he almost looks like he's limping a bit. But he is on the bench, and we will see him come off the bench to lift up the trophy. Said with the chance on Pereira with a toe poke, and it's the Vinicius Jr. replacement. He scores and celebrates with a weird celebration on the league winning day. The substitution has been made though, ENDRICK is on. It is over, he will get to lift up the trophy. We sub him on with next to no time left whatsoever. I'm sure this is a sight that all of Spain has gotten bored of by now, but I tell you what, I'm sure Real Madrid and its fans wouldn't get bored of it. Hell no, and ENDRICK will lift up the La Liga title, champions again. From a boy into a man, into a Real Madrid captain, into a Real Madrid legend. A tick for the Supercopa and also a tick for the Copa del Rey. Unbelievable. ENDRICK is 18 seasons into his career and he has won La Liga 16 times. Utter league dominance, but in the Champions League, can he get the fifth? The answer, sadly, is no. As dominant as Real Madrid have been in La Liga, I just don't know if the rest of Spain fell off, but in Europe, it's just not really been that great. We've only made like a couple of Champions League finals in the last decade. It's only been 5 in 17, 18 years. I mean, regardless, 5 Champions League finals in 20 years. I suppose you take that, it's okay. We have got Igor Pereira taking over as the clear new number 1 at Real Madrid, the Vinicius Jr. replacement, because ENDRICK is way down to an 85, 19 goals and 8 assists from 25 appearances is good. But the appearances are down, the overall is down. And oh my God, yep, there it is. ENDRICK is retiring at the end of this season. What a ridiculously successful career he had at Real Madrid. From 757 appearances, he does get over 600 goals. He gets 138 assists as well. Just phenomenal club numbers, like knocking on the door of Messi, Ronaldo club numbers. But what a brilliant career, ladies and gentlemen, that he had. I would have loved to have seen him go for one more World Cup, but plagued with injuries, it is what it is. Let me know in the comments if there's any other players you want me to play through the career of, if you think ENDRICK's career is going to go down like this, or maybe a bit differently. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to click on this one as well. See you later.